Hello guys, welcome back. Just a quick message before we get into the video. I've now got these very limited edition leather patches. They're made by Bushcraft with the logo on, and they're just sew on. So mine's going to go onto my Continental backpack, which is just going to really match nicely. Now they come with the stickers, just like the old patches, which are still available. But yes, very limited edition. Pick them up now at kensurvival.com. Now let's get back to the video. Welcome back. I was down here the other day looking at my wood store, thinking I need to sort it out for the winter, and as I was looking at it I thought I want to spend the night in there. So I've come back today with all my kit and a stove, first one of the year, and yeah, I'm going to spend the night in there. First I need to get some of the stuff out there, the firewood, the shave horse and stuff like that, give it a little tidy. I did see a hornet in there the other day, or buzzing around it. Have done in the past as well, so have a little check for hornets or hornets' nests, and yeah, have a cracking night in it. As you can likely see, it's a bit of a mess in here. I've just been dumping like posts and things like that in here, tinder, all sorts. The bed is still mostly together. I just have to get some of this out and probably process some of it for wood as well. In case you're interested, the shave horse, I need to do some adjustments to it. The size isn't fitting me right, so I've just not been using it lately. Well, it's got a little bit wobbly sat in there as well, so yeah, I'll move it out of the way for now and we'll move on to that another day. These are the larves left over from doing the smoker next door. A lot of you said I should make a bed in here using these, which I might. It's a good idea actually, and I've not thought of another idea for using them up yet. They probably are getting a little dry and less bendy, but it's definitely an option. But that's certainly a lot better. Got some dry tinder, got a couple of stones here as well, and when I bring the stove in I'll probably put them on that. Yeah, the bed seems kind of alright. Might need to shim it here and there, but I think we're good. Now, if you did see the last video when I stayed the night here, it was got a good few months ago, and maybe even a year. This bed is largely made from offcuts from the roofing material from making the shakes. So it's kind of a bit higgledy-piggledy, but it should do the job. Now if I remember correctly, one of these is loose. and I think it's this one, although the nail is in. There we go. Well, I knew my shave horse was ready to disassemble, but I just knocked it and it fell to bits. So yes, that's more firewood. Notice that after 2 years one of the pieces has fallen down at the back here. One of the nails. There's probably the plants tugging at it. So just because someone will bring it up in the comments, this is not a camping shelter, it is my wood store. This woven timber in the sides and the gaps is for airflow. It's to dry out the wood that's in here. The roof, although at angles you will see gaps, is pretty good generally at keeping rain out. This side is pretty much watertight. That side isn't quite as overlapped. There's one row less on that side, but it really doesn't matter, the odd drip. That's the foam mat down on the bed. I will inflate my inflatable mat a little bit later, just to avoid it getting punctured. There'll be sparks flying and all of this, that and the other, so yeah, I think I might have a fire outside, cook dinner out there and then retreat in here a little later. So I think the next job's going to be processing some firewood. I've got quite a lot here that's already processed, and I'll get some others. I'll chop them down, maybe even small ones like that. Well, largely set up, to be honest. A little bit more firewood prep, move it here and there and whatnot, split in between the fire and the stove. But I've got about an hour and a half of daylight left to enjoy. I'm going to chill for a moment, I think, just enjoy it. found quite a bit of paper birch in the shelter, and I've got this dry bracken as well, so I'm going to use them to start the fire tonight. Just had a bit of a wander around, checking out what's what in the woods, and there is mushrooms everywhere. I don't know what all of them are. I know a few of them, but there is some field mushrooms over there, and I know there's some puffballs around, though I've not seen any. But I tend not to eat them because it's just not worth the risk. All the wood's set up, everything's set up really other than my bed. I've just got the mat on there at the moment. Got the lantern up in there as well, and yeah, just wait another half hour and get this fire lit. And use our ferro rod. Okay, we're going, but just about, so I'm gonna put some more of this on, and some small twigs. Really nice sunset. I just went to the edge of the woods over there, and just the whole sky kind of orange, beautiful. Starting to go now. We're going to move into twilight, but the fire's going nice. Feels so good to be having fires again. It was such a long hot summer, and I was avoiding kind of ground fires, but yeah, it feels good. Plus that trip in Norway with the fire ban. I know we did have them in the end, but that was where we was allowed. But yeah, starting to get cool. Autumn has definitely set in, the mushrooms and the leaves on the ground. Love it, my favourite season. Just got a little bit of prep to do for dinner, not too much. First up is just trimming up this pepper, getting into slices. Get this grill over the fire. First up is our beef. And for that I'm just going to add in peppers. And some magic seasoning. And some kidney beans. I'm going to use a fork and I'm just going to squash up the beans a bit. I'm going to add to that a little bit of passata. I've got some tortillas, so I'm just going to quickly warm them up on both sides. Right, I'm going to put some of that in the tortilla. Add some cheese. And that is dinner. Owls have been going off. Don't know if the camera picked them up. Quite a simple one today, but it's a tasty one. Okay, I'll grab some of these coals. We can get a bit of preheating done. This is my second camp since coming back from Norway. First one was with Mark. That was an off-camera one, it was his birthday. But yeah, it's good to be back out. And it's good to have autumn here. Halloween, Guy Fawkes night, my birthday. Temperature's coming down. Love it. And good to get the stove out. Good morning. It's a bit grey. Sun's been up 45 minutes to an hour and I've got the lantern on in here. I've just lit the stove and we'll get some breakfast on in a bit. Had a bit of drizzle this morning, not much. I did want to get out, was it last Friday? It's Monday now and it was really pouring down, and yeah, I hadn't checked the weather. I would have loved to have been out that in the other shelter, would have been really cool. But drizzle will have to do. Yeah, it's a nice morning other than that. It's actually not too cold, just a little chill. I mean, I've probably got the stove out a bit early this year, but you know when you're just itching to do something. Yeah, so get this going properly, get myself sorted, maybe my bed sorted, and breakfast. Well, it's getting nice and toasty now. To get my bits ready. Gonna have some French toast with cinnamon and maple syrup for breakfast. I was trying to think of something a bit different, not just bacon all the time. I very nearly put bacon with it, but I thought no, let's just keep it French toast, nice sweet breakfast. Okay, so I'm gonna make my egg mix here. Start to whisk them. Add in some milk and some cinnamon. Oh, that smells good. Oh. Get my pan on that's got a touch of oil and butter in there. I say a touch, quite a lot of butter. And it's time to dunk. Leave that to soak for just a second. Oh god, it smells good. I'll try and squeeze the kettle on here. At least get it warming up. And here we go, slice number one. Give it a flip. Ooh. Getting there. First a little powdered sugar. Then of course the maple syrup. This is incredible. What a breakfast. That sweetness should get me through the day as well, give me some energy. We used to do this when I was a kid and just called it eggy bread. Of course, wouldn't have maple syrup and powdered sugar, that's very American. Gotta hand it to them though, it's good. Even if they do eat desserts for breakfast. Tea. Tea hot. It's still looking pretty overcast, so I think I'm probably going to have to get all this wood back in here in case it starts to rain. Need my dry wood for winter. Right, I'm going to take out the lantern so there's more room to manoeuvre putting the wood back in here. I'm going to have to take the stove out hot as well. Right, got to take this chimney off while everything's still quite hot. Don't do this. And this has handles so I can pick it up. Let's take it out. Right, time for me to get all this inside there, shouldn't take too long. Yeah, and the shake for the roof. Good timing, it's starting to rain. Right, let's move this one over. This one in here. Okay, that is a hell of a lot neater. And I'm leaving the shave horse out for now.